I'm doing just fine now it's over. I've been moving on and living my life, but occasionally I lose composure, and I can get you out of my mind. If I could go back in time, I'd do things differently, yeah, I wouldn't think twice. I distract myself, think of someone else, but every now and then you remind me. It's only when I'm lying in bed on my own, and I wake up and I don't see your name on my phone. In the moments where I think that I'm better alone, that's when I remember, that's when I remember. Every time I walk past your house in the rain, and I tell myself that you were the biggest mistake, and just when I think I'm finally doing okay, that's when I remember, that's when I remember. My friends tell me I shouldn't listen to the voices that go round in my head, so I try to delete all the memories, but you're really hard to forget. If I could go back in time, I'd do things differently, I wouldn't think twice. I'd distract myself, think of someone else, but every now and then you remind me. It's only when I'm lying in bed on my own, and I wake up and I don't see your name on my phone. It's in the moments where I think that I'm better alone, that's when I remember, that's when I remember. Every time I walk past your house in the rain, and I tell myself that you were the biggest mistake, and just when I think I'm finally doing okay, that's when I remember, that's when I remember. I'm missing you. It's only when I'm lying in bed on my own, and I wake up and I don't see your name on my phone. It's in the moments where I think that I'm better alone, that's when I remember, that's when I remember.
I was in the club, someone in the bar. I was in the club, someone in the bar when I saw that man. Ooh, I was in the club, someone in the bar when I saw that man. Yeah, there was no place for him in my arms, so I walked over to him and I laid on the charm. Yeah, what's a man like you doing in a place like this? He said, would you like to dance? Fulfill my wish. Make me feel good, make me feel nice. Give me your loving all through the night. Make me feel good, make me feel nice. Give me your loving all through the night. Make me feel good, make me feel nice. Give me your loving all through the night. Yeah, 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 your loving. Yeah, give me your loving. Give me your loving. Yeah, come on, twirl, woman. Ooh, what you did to me. One touch from his hand, set my love free. Set my love free. Set my love free. Yeah, make me feel good, make me feel nice. Give me your loving all through the night. Make me feel good, make me feel nice. Give me your loving all through the night. Make me feel good, make me feel nice. Give me your loving all through the night. Yeah, all through the night. Give me your loving. Make me feel good, make me feel nice. Give me your loving.
nobody, nobody. So just grab somebody. No leaving this party with nobody. Love, nobody, nobody. I know you're tired of loving with nobody. Love, nobody, nobody. Just grab somebody. No leaving this party with nobody. Love, nobody, nobody.
That's the motto. Throw it back with no chaser, with no trouble. Popping that Moet, baby, let's make some bubbles. Puffing on that gelato, wanna be seeing double. Gotta do what you gotta believe it. We ain't got no plans to leave it. Tell all of your friends to be here. We ain't gonna sleep all weekend. Oh, you know, that's the motto. Drop a few bills and pop a few champagne bottles. Throwing that money like you just won the lotto. We've been up all damn summer, making that bread and butter. Tell me, did I just stutter? That's the motto. Drop a few bills and pop a few champagne bottles. Throwing that money like you just won the lotto. We've been up all damn summer, making that bread and butter. Tell me, did I just stutter? That's the motto. That's the motto. Hopped in the range, can't feel my face, the windows down. Back to my place, my birthday cake is coming out. The way it's hitting like I could go all night. Don't want no bloodshot eyes, so hold my drink, let's leave it. We ain't got no plans to leave it. Tell all of your friends to be here. We ain't gonna sleep all weekend. Oh, you know, that's the motto. Drop a few bills and pop a few champagne bottles. Throwing that money like you just won the lotto. We've been up all damn summer, making that bread and butter. Tell me, did I just stutter? That's the motto. Drop a few bills and pop a few champagne bottles. Throwing that money like you just won the lotto. We've been up all damn summer, making that bread and butter. Tell me, did I just stutter? That's the motto. That's the motto.
Right, everyone. It feels a while since I've done this, but Nikki's been away on her holidays, and we're very happy to have her back. She's nice and refreshed and recharged, and we've just actually had a conversation with Nick. Many of you that has followed us for a while will know that Nick suffers with a confidence going up and down. Absolutely nothing to do with the horses. It's Nick's own self-belief or lack of. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So she's come back nice and refreshed, and to be fair, she's worked this week with 2 of our horses, done a cracking job, just really enjoyed what she was doing, enjoyed the horses for just the fab little horses that they are, and obviously the sun's shining. We're not going to be typical Brits and complain about the weather, but guys, it's too hot, isn't it? It's too hot to be working in. So we've tried to do things at the coolest times that we can, but at the same time still be able to get the job done safely for horse and rider, and obviously camera lady. So the reason it feels like a little while is obviously Nick's been away, but guys, there's a few horses that we've had that have come and gone, and some that have not actually even made it to us, because you may be aware, if you're on our social media groups, that we have got a couple of schemes going on WhatsApp groups, which just enables people to buy horses are more affordable. Basically, we all know how the COVID prices rose. They don't seem to have come down hardly any, tiny bit maybe, but certainly not a great deal. Realise that that's over, you know, that's sort of outpricing a lot of people. I totally understand myself. You know, we're in the position where COVID has had a massive effect, and financially we're not in the position we were before COVID. That is, you know, that's the case with a lot of people, yet these horses seem to be massively priced, really. Some people will argue that they are the price that they've always should have been. Some people think they're too high. That's a different debate, but the whole point is we've put together a scheme that helps people compromise on budget but not horse. For those that have followed us, especially for years, will know that our horses here at CnG are very, very much in demand. I spend my whole existence trying to source horses. That is the biggest part of my job. That is the hardest part of my job, and the most stressful. When we get to this end, and you can see what's in front of you now, this bit is a breeze. This is where we have fun and we enjoy it. So just giving you some information on this lovely lad that's in front of us now. This is our Dazzle. Now, I wasn't here when he arrived. He actually arrived yesterday. And so Nikki welcomed him, settled him in herself, and you know, we're always safety conscious here. It doesn't matter how much we know about the horses, how settled the horses in are, how much we trust them. Since my accident, more so, we are very, very, very particular. Nothing is ever done alone. We're always as a team, and we just take every precaution that we can. So difficult time of year for myself at the minute from a family aspect. So I was actually away. Nick was here. She took the reins. Yeah, that was a good pun, wasn't it? She literally took the reins. I said to settle him in. You know, this horse has the most fantastic references. He has only had 2 owners in his ridden life. I know everything about him. I've been trying to buy this horse for weeks and weeks and weeks. So, you know, I am completely at ease and trust him, but go with it yourself. Nick actually sent me some videos which have been posted. By the time you see this, they will have been posted, that Nick did, and she had a helper, a mutual friend of ours who held the camera, but certainly not a helper to do, you know, an assistant with the horse. She didn't need it. She walked, trot, cantered, she jumped him, and she messaged me to say what a fantastic horse he is. So not only did he come with the great reference, and I already knew what he was. Obviously I had the confirmation from Nikki that yeah, he's everything that we were thinking he is, and more, to be honest. So this horse actually was available a few weeks ago on our direct WhatsApp group. If anybody wants any information on the Buy Direct WhatsApp group, you just need to message me, and I will send you the terms and conditions. This horse should have been purchased from there at a very, very, well, below market value, guys, or below what we would market them at anyway. But actually his owner has had such a difficult time trying to come to terms with parting with him that it very often happens, and the owners change their mind. So he was available And then, yeah, his owner changed the mind and pulled out. As I say, I've been trying for weeks. I've been patient. We have an excellent opportunity here for him, as we do with all of our horses. So we are very lucky. One of the biggest questions, one of the questions I get asked, and to be honest, it actually, I understand it and nobody annoys me, but the question itself slightly gets to me when people say, why have they ended up with you? No horse ends up with us. I actually go above and beyond to try and get the best of the best and the sort of first dip really on these horses. So he was never for sale, nor has he ever been for sale. So there is nobody that's watching this that would have ever had an opportunity to purchase this horse, because he was only ever earmarked to ourselves. So I am extremely grateful to his really lovely owner. Obviously we are now his owner, but his recent owner, very, very grateful. She's a lovely lady who has loved this horse dearly. She's known him for, I think, 6 or 7 years. She's known him for a long time, and she only wanted the best for him. I can honestly say, before I just give you this description, they, you know, like all our horses, they are hand-picked and they're very, very hard types to find. This horse on the internet is the sort of horse, well, anywhere, in anybody's yard or anybody's for sale page, whatever, any advert, you're going to struggle to find this horse. And horses like him come nowadays with 5-figure budgets. He's not in the 5 figures, guys, because we try and keep our horses in a very reasonable price range. But as I say, his name is Dazzle. He's 15 hands. He's 12 years old. He's had 2 long-term owners. The first one was an elderly lady who actually had him as her companion, overgrown pet. She used to hack him as and when her lifestyle or her own health allowed her to. He was a very pick up and put down horse. That in itself is priceless. That means a lot. You know, we all have busy lives, busy schedules, but yeah, he was her pick up, put down horse, hacked out, alone in company, fun rides, just a general lovely horse that gave her nothing but joy and caused her absolutely no problems. Due to her failing health, she did have to part with him, which is where his recent owner came in. And with in that time, he's done cross country, jumping, dressage, fun rides, hacking, you name it. You know, to me, he is, when you give a horse a label, an all-rounder, it's sometimes a little bit lightly used. But this horse, he says, oh well, I'll just take the opportunity to have a nibble, just keep him walking next to flies. Yeah, he is the true meaning of an all-rounder. When we're selling these horses, we have to be very, very careful with the words we use. You know, these horses tend to come under objects, and you know, you can't plug it in and switch it on and it work. But if I'm going to label a horse safe, I'm going to put it with this horse. If I'm going to label a horse fun, I'll put him with this horse. If I'm going to label a horse as I say, as an all-rounder, a true all-rounder, that's him. I believe him to be a confidence giver. He was described to me as a confidence giver. He's absolutely shown that with us. He's travelled good as gold. He's unloaded. He's settled lovely. We've got him in at the minute because he's obviously only recently arrived. He's ridden in the indoor. Nick took him a little walk up the road. He's gone up the road. He's had the tractors past him, all the rural traffic, been absolutely great. Hacks out on his own. He's come up here today, and because we've still got the working hunter come arena eventing jumps, they're very spooky, and he has literally jumped them all. We've had great fun. I wish it wasn't Nick is off now for a couple of days, but you know, you could really build on that and be jumping more and more with him. He's great. So if he hasn't been snapped up, which I will be very surprised, and honestly guys, if you're watching this and he fits your description, I would recommend buying him by the time you finish watching this video. That's not just a sales pun.
he is very, very good. I mean, he's very handsome, he's beautiful looking, and he's that middle, he's a good size, because you could actually, you know, those that want to share mother-daughter, mother-son, whatever, then he's a good size. Those adults that are very small and petite, he's a great size. Those adults that are a little bit taller, again, a great size. He is that versatile sort of type. You can see between Nick's foot and the bottom of his belly, there's quite a lot of room. Nick's about 5'5", 5'4", 5'5", yeah, probably about 5'5". Again, we always say that Nicky suits every size. That is, you know, that is real life, she does, but he's a great size, you know. He's like a little horse, but he's not going to over horse anybody, but you're not going to feel under horse. Nicky's actually just said he rides quite nice and big. She's quite confident cantering to all the fences. He's cracking, he knows his job over the fences. He knows when to be get himself out of trouble if he's not on the best stride. It's fine, he just wings it. He jumps them anyway. It's not a problem. He loves it. As I say, he's not spooky. He rides well on the flat. He works in an outline. It's so hot, guys, that we can't really ask too much of them, but he's forward enough that he's enjoyable to ride, but he's definitely not sharp. He's not strong. He's in a snaffle. He slots into whatever routine. He's up to date with absolutely everything. Honestly, I'm describing the perfect horse, but this is the point I'm trying to make. They are so hard to find. If I could find him every week, honestly, my stress levels would be a lot less than they are. So these horses obviously don't come for nothing. As I say, that is just a little bit of advice moving forward if anybody's interested in the direct group, because this horse would have been an awful lot less than he is when he goes on our market. So he will be in the Blue Heart. He's in the Blue Heart, guys. He would be the lower end of the Blue Heart. He's not the upper end. He should be the upper end, to be fair. He actually should be. You can't put a price on his type, his nature, his attitude to life, his attitude when you're on the ground with him, his attitude under saddle. You can see the other horse in there working. He's been, in fact, we were halfway through the videos and the other horse came in. Never took his concentration, didn't care at all. Yeah, highly recommend. I cannot stress that enough. Highly recommend. So this is our Dazzle. Anything I haven't covered, which I'm sure I have covered most because I've waffled on forever, then drop us a message. Thanks, guys.
I'ma get no be so. Girl, you won't capture my soul. I'ma get no be so. Make we one bolombo. Beru, bye. I'm loose. Even Peru done the para. Tonight in Josie, I'm in Josie. Won't call it for one Josie. I'm not playing with you, I'm not joking. My thought of mom is loaded. Me, you can fuck up, but I'm on molly. I'm on duty, but I'm on low-key. They want do me, they want do me. They want do me, cause they want do me. When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I'm in San Francisco, Jammy. When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I just flew in from Miami. Peru, para. I'm loose. Even Peru done me para.
Pour out the bottle, I wanna level up. When I'm with you, I never get enough. Slow wine, I'm not in a rush. I can hear music when you're here. Tonight we're rolling, party till closing. Since I put the ring on the finger, it's still frozen. Love in slow motion, I wanna feel you over me, yeah. Certain magic in your eyes, yeah. Girl, I love the way you ride it. And it happens every time you arrive, that's right. Girl, I want you in my life, yeah. There's a heaven and it's right here. I will never leave your side, stay tonight. When you won't see me, I'm in West London this evening, giving me the feelings, no I'm not leaving till I fly LA next weekend. Peru, nah, girl I'd rather go find somewhere quiet. You you glow, and I get lost here in your eyes. I'm again, I'll be so. Girl, you just capture my soul. I'm again, I'll be so. Make me wanna just take you home. Peru, para, Peru, Peru, para. I'm loose. Even Peru, donde para. Peru, para, Peru.